What's going on, everybody? Anthony here with Lancer Tactical, and today we're going to be doing a little interview with a very well-known Airsoft YouTuber, Eddie Valiant. Eddie, you want to introduce yourself real quick?
What's up, guys? I'm Eddie Valiant, just like Anthony said.
All right, so first question here. What do you do, and how long have you been playing Airsoft?
So I've been playing Airsoft for, I believe, around 6 years now, between 5.5 and 6. I've been full-time on YouTube for almost 2 years now, so going out and playing Airsoft is my job.
So when you're not filming, what is your preferred platform to use when playing?
Preferred platform is always pistol. My current favorite is my competition build that I got from AIRSSOFT, the black and oil slick one.
And then nowadays you're primarily known for playing at indoor fields, but you also do a lot of milsim events, right? Do you prefer playing at outdoor fields or your indoor CQB arenas on the weekend?
So I prefer playing indoors as far as public play goes, but milsim is a completely different thing. It always has and always will be my favorite. So any big event that comes up that's local, except for Milsim West, credit to them for doing the whole 40-hour thing, but that's just not for me. Anything else, I'm there.
You've also regularly attended these larger milsim events. You even started using NAS for some of them. Do you prefer the larger events, like the say multiple day events, or do you like those like one-offs where it's like one solid day of play?
I do like the multiple day events. They're really kind of the same thing because at the end of the day you go home and then you come back, so it's really just like a second full day or half day, however they want to run it. Having the multiple days is nice, but nowadays I have a kid at home now, so I can only really do the first day and then just run through that and then jet out.
Now, what's your preferred loadout? Are you going like slick as possible, or are you going with like a full kit?
Over the past like 6 months or so, you would see, well, before 6 months ago, I'd always have my full plate carrier, full everything on all at once. But lately I have been liking chest rig and minimal stuff a lot more, just because it's just lighter and I can hold pretty much the same stuff that I would with my plate carrier anyway, so might as well just be lighter and run a backpack that I can take off if I need to. It's much easier that way.
Yeah, right. That's usually how I've tended to go with it as well. Whenever I played any of the outdoor events, I usually just do a chest rig and like a backpack, because then I can also just ditch the bag if I need to, right?
I happen to do that quite a lot too.
Now, as far as the large events where you've done with your night vision, do you have a preferred set, or what's your any recommendations you would have for like a night vision set for somebody looking for it?
That's a crazy question if I have a preferred set. I don't know anybody that has more than one set of nods, but if they do, I want to be friends with them. My current set, let me think, what do I have? It's a katana housing with Gen 3 white phosphorus L bits inside. It's pretty pricey. Definitely
very nice, yeah.
The high mid tier. But you don't always have to be that fancy. If you're looking to get into it, just get a single, and you can always bridge them later if you want to. But for most people, a single's fine. I got the duals because I could.
Yeah, right. I mean, if you can, why not? It's funny that you mentioned the katanas, because that's pretty much the exact same set that I've been eyeballing whenever I take a look at like night vision or anything. When I'm curious about the ones I want, I was always looking at the katanas as well. Maybe not white phos, because that's a little bit too out of my price range, but white phos is definitely the goal.
You want to touch them?
If you let me.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
We'll see.
Yeah.
I would definitely say though, get white phos if you can, because green is yucky.
From what I've heard, yeah. I mean, I have tried some greens here and there, and I've tried a few white phos setups, and they're not bad. I do really like the way just the color, like the color of the white phos that you get out of the eyepiece. It's actually really nice. It seems to like strain your eyes a lot less.
The only people who will be mad about that statement are the ones who don't have white phos.
All right. So a lot of people do know, but for those that don't know, seems to be a rule, right? Where if somebody tells you, is that Eddie Valiant out on the airsoft field, you shoot them.
I need more funny things to say.
Wait, is that Eddie Valiant?
I fucking, what?
Is that Eddie Valiant?
How did that tradition start?
Started about, I want to say like 2 years ago, back when my main field was Project N1, and I was really not starting to get popular, but I was climbing up on YouTube and stuff, and the managers would always mock me when I'd show up and they'd go over the loudspeaker and go, "Oh my God, is that Eddie Valiant?" Every single time I would go to the field, and that went on for probably about a year or so. And then one day, my teammate Alex was playing with me on the field, and he was on the sideline. He just kept saying it over and over and over and over, and so I shot him. And then after that, anytime somebody said it, I just shot them, and for some reason, they like it. I don't know, but every time I go out to like Tac City or something, there'll be 3 or 4 dudes who are kids, and you know, they'll all say just to get shot. I get it, but I don't. You know what I mean? It's really weird, but I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I can't lie. I have seen it happen at the field. Like, I mean, I've been one to yell that at you as well whenever I see you out on the field sometimes. So the only thing that I have not experienced yet is, well, this one was more of a question, but also a point that hasn't happened to me. You're gonna shoot me if I yell that out at you?
Of course, I don't care who you are.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Where you want it?
No, I'll pay you $1 right now. Right now.
Hell yeah.
A lot of your videos tend to be based around like funny shenanigans and just kind of like jokes in general. Do you ever notice that your players, when you're out on the field, that they act more funny or they try to be funnier whenever they know you're recording?
Yeah, especially the younger kids. For one, they always ask me if I'm recording. Like, of course, I'm always recording. But they always try to be a little extra to try and get into videos and just do like weird kid stuff. It usually doesn't happen with anybody over the age of, say, like 10 or something like that. But as far as like the regular people that I play with, you know, they all act the way they act. That's just how they are.
Is it more fun for you when you're filming, or do you prefer to just have more fun like when you're not? Which way is more fun for you?
Well, when I very first started YouTube, I was always going out with the mindset of like, I have to get clips, I have to do this, so I have to make this happen, this happen, this happen, so I can make a video. Over time, I just completely did away with all of that. So when I go out, I just start the camera and I just forget it's there. So I just go out and I just play the way I normally play, and then whatever happens, happens. So I don't really have an objective to film a certain thing when I go out, which I think helps in the long run with preventing burnout and making sure that you still enjoy playing, because you're not worried about that.
Yeah, you're not content driven, you're just having fun, and then whatever content comes from your fun is what you use. How would you describe your fan base?
Never thought about that before. I don't even know if I know how to answer that. I mean, they seem... If I had to say anything, I mean, I guess they'd be like just average airsofters. I don't see too many people like being mean, or too many people being like acting a different way or anything like that. I don't know, man. It's just people.
Let's go on over to the rapid fire questions that I have for you here, all right? So these are gonna be some nice quick ones, just so you can give me simple yes or no's, maybe 1 or 2 words, however you feel about it, all right? So
Okay.
let's start off at the top here. AEG or HPA?
AEG.
Tracer unit or flashlight?
Tracer. Flashlights are stupid.
Pizza or wings?
If it's by the pound, pizza. If it's not, wings.
All right. Tarkov or Rainbow Six Siege?
Neither of those. I played Tarkov a long time ago. Fell out of that. If I had to pick another game up, I would pick up. I'd go back to Counter-Strike 2.
I can see that, but I'm also slightly offended that you don't play Tarkov anymore.
Don't care.
What drives your love of airsoft? Now this one's a nice one because I want you to give us what you feel is that makes you kind of enjoy airsoft as a whole.
The main reason is probably because I'm good at it. It's really fun when you're good at something and you can do that. Aside from that, like I've going back to like Counter-Strike, I played it for 20 years before getting into airsoft. So it's kind of, everyone says, oh, first person shooter in real life, but you know, it kind of is. So to be able to do something similar that I did when I was gaming in real life and then be good at it, that's what makes it fun. Plus, like any kind of random thing can happen every time you're out there.
I also know that you're going to be attending BB Wars.
Yes,
Are you
sir.
looking forward to that?
Yep, I spent way too much money already on stuff for that.
If you don't mind me asking, what are you going to be running primarily?
I haven't decided what my primary airsoft weapon will be. We'll have to see. I got to figure that part out. But I got some cool stuff coming.
Very nice. I'm assuming that you might even be bringing out your custom Valiant
Probably.
setup?
Yeah, most likely.
Because that is a good one both for indoor and outdoor, right? Depending on what you set it up with.
It's good for everything, man.
I was glad I was able to help with you on that one. And then the fact that we were able to show it off to everybody earlier this year was actually pretty nice. I have yet to try it myself, but I'm sure it performs flawlessly.
I got a couple videos out on it already. But yeah, good for pubs, good for milsim, and good for Speaky B too. I used it last Friday in a Speaky B tournament, so it's checking all the boxes.
Before we get to the end, is there anybody in particular that you would want to shout out? Anything you want to plug? Maybe you have something that you're working on the side?
I mean, I make patches, clothes, gear, all kinds of stuff. VLNT.net. Most of the people who follow me know it, but there's still some people out there who don't, so check it out.
This would be a good way to get more people to check that out. All right, well, thanks again, Eddie. All right, everyone, thanks for joining us for today's interview with Eddie Valiant. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a like and subscribe. My name is Anthony, and thanks for watching.
See ya.